Okay, we're now live on YouTube. For the record, this State of Georgia versus Nicholas Trevon Hill. Mr. Hill is charged in warrant number 2022 WA 09321 with giving an inmate a gun, drugs, or alcohol. Mr. Hill is present. He's been represented by attorney Stanley Schoolcraft. The state is being represented by attorney Cheryl Freeman. Ms. Freeman, would you please swear your witness in and present your case?
Thank you, Your Honor. Lieutenant Baker, would you raise your right hand, please?
Yes.
Do you swear and affirm that the testimony about provide in the matter of State of Georgia versus Nicholas Hill will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. You can lower your hand. Please tell us your name and how you're employed.
My name is Lieutenant M. Baker. I'm employed with the Clayton County Sheriff's Office.
How long have you worked with the Sheriff's Office?
A little over a year and a half now.
Were you working with the Clayton County Sheriff's Office on June 7th of 2022?
Yes.
And on that particular day, did you assist with a shakedown of Housing Unit 5?
Yes.
Please tell us exactly what is a shakedown.
Shakedown is a search of the inmates and the cells
I'm sorry, go ahead.
For contraband.
As a result of that shakedown, did you locate any items that were prohibited?
Yes, on that day we located a total of 5 shanks.
Can you put you all on mute?
I'll place it on mute.
Okay, thank you. Lieutenant Baker, did you find any items in the unit where Mr. Nicholas Hill was?
Yes.
In which unit was that?
That would be 5106, I believe.
What items or item did you locate in 5106?
In 5106, we found a shank. A shank is the one that we found. It was metal, but they could be made out of metal or plastic, but they're sharpened to use for stabbing or puncturing, like a knife.
Where was this particular shank located in 5106?
I was located on the top of the door. There's a cubby at the top of the door that's usually covered by a metal plate. The metal plate was not there, so therefore you can stash items inside of that cubby.
Did you speak to Mr. Nicholas Hill regarding this shank?
Yes.
What did Mr. Hill tell you regarding the shank?
Well, I read Emmett Hill and Mr. Hill his Miranda rights, which he agreed to speak to me, and I had the item in question, the shank, in my possession, and inquired if it was his, and he stated it was his. The shank belonged to him.
Was the shank then placed into evidence?
It was, yes, at Clayton County Sheriff's Office.
Did this happen in Clayton County?
It did.
Thank you. No additional questions.
Ms. Schoolcraft.
Yes. Just a couple quick questions. First of all, how many people are in 5106?
I believe there's only 2 people assigned to that unit, but I'm not 100% sure.
Is that today there's only 2 people? On June 7th, there was only 2 people.
On the date in question, no.
Okay. Okay. And do you have a video of Mr. Hill's statement that it was his shank?
No, I don't have a video or audio recording of it.
Were there any other witnesses? In other words, were there people there with you that heard him say shank was his?
Not that I recall. I was the one that was conducting the investigation.
So his roommate wasn't there?
Not that I recall. not right next. So when I interview, I like to have parties separated in
Okay.
the event. That's just a common practice that I have. So
Can you tell me who his roommate was?
I would have to refer to my report.
Okay. I take it you don't have that with you.
I have a copy of it with me.
Pardon me?
I do have a copy with me.
Who's the person?
I'm referring to my report. Okay. So, according to my report, I only have one person listed for staying in that unit.
My client was in the unit by himself?
That's what my report says. Yes, I don't have anybody listed as being in that unit, but the census, I don't have a copy of the census for who was housed where on that day in my possession.
Okay, the next thing I wonder about, the cubby at the top of the door. I take it it's used for this kind of a thing to store contraband?
It's not supposed to, but it is. Yes.
Okay. And when you open the door to the south, okay, is it possible for anybody to put contraband in that cubby without?
Yeah, it's possible that anyone that has the height access, the right height, can access the top of the door. Yes.
And how tall is the right height?
Well, I would say that it's probably a 7-foot door. I would imagine. I would guess.
Okay, I don't want you to speculate. Door's about 7 feet tall. Okay. That's all I have, Judge.
Any redirect?
No, Your Honor, proceed rest.
Okay, Lieutenant Baker, you can be excused or you can stay. Thank you
Thank
for your testimony.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Mr. Schoolcraft, are you going to present any witnesses?
No, Judge.
Okay, so I'm presuming, Ms. Freeman, you're gonna waive opening?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Schoolcraft, let me hear your argument.
No argument, Judge.
Ms. Freeman?
Would Judge Attorney Schoolcraft did make an argument. We're going to rest on the evidence and ask that the charge be bound over to Superior Court.
Okay, I'm gonna find that there's sufficient evidence to bind this case over to the state court, Superior Court of Clayton County. I'm specifically relying upon testimony of the allegation that Mr. Hill acknowledged possession of this contraband item. So case will be bound over to Superior Court. Why I keep saying state court? Superior Court of Clayton County. Mr. Hill can go back. Ms. Schoolcraft, you can be released. Give Judge Mero my condolences that
Okay, I'm going there instead?
yeah, that you're gonna have to arrive late.
And Judge, we are working to get the officer on Erica Hall. If you can
Okay.
give us a second.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure.
See you.
Have a good day.
And Judge, we're still on YouTube.